This is U+1 TV, and this is Lee Foss. What are you eating?
Some shrimp and vegetable tempura.
Is that gyoza you got going on?
I saw you eyeing them up actually.
I've been looking at it. I actually was eyeing your gyoza sauce. It looks like it's got little chunks of, what are those?
You know, I didn't take the time to notice, but...
we had a show at 5:60, and we had to switch the venue last minute, so I was concerned about the place being busy. But then I forgot, we booked Lee Foss. The place was packed, and it's hard to pack that big place. It was packed, it was sweaty, girls taking their shirts off, bumping into the booth.
No, it was a good party. I had a nice time. Yeah, it was a cool venue. You know, it's always a challenge to throw underground events in cities this size, you know.
It really
with
is.
these kind of scenes. So yeah, it was cool.
What's your favorite Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan film?
Not You Got Mail?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, probably not that one.
Not that one.
Castaway?
Castaway. I don't think Meg Ryan was in that. But
not
that
Meg
ball
Ryan?
could have been Meg Ryan. What is the best shower you've been into?
Probably anyone with a girl that I like. Those like overhead ones that are like Rain. Yeah, those are good.
Rain's nice.
You know,
have
like
you ever got the
sort
side
of like
rain?
slate. Yeah, like slate bathroom, like with like the big rain one.
You played in Vancouver about a year ago.
I did, yeah.
How often would you like to be back in the Rainy City?
Yeah, I think, you know, this is the sort of place that you could work like twice a year probably and have good shows.
So every 6 months?
Yeah, it's probably something. I mean, you never want to overexpose yourself in North America. It just becomes too familiar, so...
Don't want to dilute yourself.
I think it's a great city, so hopefully it continues to grow.
That's it. It's official. Every 6 months you'll be seeing this mug at some club, and every time there'll be more and more half-naked women.
Oh yeah, anyway, it's a good city, and I've had a couple good shows here. So, I mean, hopefully next time I'll get to see more of the nature stuff.
What is one of your wildest show memories?
I was DJing, and this fat guy, this fat girl, were like having sex, like just in the middle of the club, like everyone around just like.
Guys.
But yeah, I've seen people having intercourse like in just in the middle of like 1,000 people.
If I were to ask you to drop and do push-ups, how many could you provide for me right now?
10 more than you.
Oh! You want to do it? Drop your tempuras and go for some push-ups.
Well, you go first so that I do 10 more than you.
Okay. Lee, what's your second favorite place to go in the world?
Brazil.
What's number one?
Ibiza in Spain, like Ibiza and Barcelona. You know, they got a special place in my heart.
How was your stay in Ibiza?
Yeah. I mean, I love it there. I think it's got a magic to it. I was watching this documentary. They think life, the sort of the spark of life, started on Earth when it was still like a really hot planet, and quite a few pieces of different planets was like flying through the galaxy, like hitting Mars or hitting Earth. So some parts of Mars like there were these comets of pieces coming off. They think that sort of the start, like the amino acids that started life came from a rock that hit Earth. And I have this weird suspicion that like Esvedra, this rock that's supposed to have like all these magic qualities, like just off Atlantis and Ibiza, is actually just like a giant Mars rock stuck like vertically out, because it's the second most magnetic place besides the North Pole on the planet.
Last night when we checked you in the hotel, you were asking about the magnet strips and if there's different levels of magnetism for the.
Oh no, I was just making conversation with the lady. I stayed in like a condo place in Hawaii the other day, and it had like a permanent key card, like a hotel card style thing. So I was just wondering, why does that one keep its magnetism? I think they do it on purpose, like they give it less magnetism. If I could have a superpower, what would it be?
Yes.
I'd like to duplicate myself so I don't have to do some of the work, and I can just like and send my clone. But you know, in the TV and the movies, like every time someone's able to clone themselves, their clones don't want to do the work either. A clone with a lot of work ethic that's happy to do whatever it was I didn't want to do.
If you had your own country, what would be the 3 laws?
Everyone else would have to ride a bike, but I would get driven around. And then there'd be no global warming either. It's my country, so I got places to go and people to see.
That's one.
I think the most important law would be that like people on public transportation couldn't play their music out loud.
What's the third one?
That I don't have to wait in line at the airport.
Oh wow, that would be one of mine. Lee, do you have any superpowers?
certainly been complimented on one, yes.
Lee, what would be your weapon of choice for zombie warfare?
I guess a baseball bat, I don't know. What do they use?
With nails?
Yeah, baseball bat with nail in it, why not?
Done. That's a good one. That's a gory ass. What are your thoughts on all this zombie talk that's happening these days? The whole.
I don't know. How do you even hear what they're saying? It's just like.
What's your favorite word, Lee?
Perspicacity.
What's your least favorite word?
No.
If you could make your own word, what would it sound like?
Probably pretty monotone if it was coming out of my mouth.
I always wished my name was not something that it was like more like a sound, more like that, and then everybody would have to say it at the airport. This concludes our awesome interview with Mr. Lee Foss of Hot Creations.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I had a wonderful time in Vancouver. Peace. Hi, I'm Lee Foss, and you're watching U+1 TV, Vancouver's finest television.